Warning! Your machine is below our minimum specification. Wow, I guess it's time to upgrade, folks. We'll just ignore that. I don't think it's detecting something quite properly. Got a 7800X3D, 4070 Ti Super, and 64 gigs of RAM. I think that ought to do it. Let's hop on. I need to mine a bunch of ore. And if you've been following the series, this will be after tomorrow's episode. But there's no real discontinuity there. I'm just going to be gathering some resources. I need to do a bunch of mining. So that's what we're going to do tonight. Thought I'd go live for a little while. Hope you all are doing well here on a Friday night. / Saturday morning, whatever it may be for you. Nope, the cat was sleeping in here, I guess. She decided she didn't want to listen to me talk, so she got up and left. Fine, be that way. Alright, let's go get some stuff. I think I had dumped everything off in here. Yep. We're good. I'm mainly getting iron right now, and then we're going to start working on the other stuff. Whee! Right down here, there was some iron, I think. Did I get all the iron down here? It's like I got all the iron here. Nope, there's some right over here. How deep are you? Might look for another one of those big rocks. Ooh, all kinds of iron down here. I found some fairly decent deposits by the big boulders, so go have a little look-see. Here we go. Is there some iron over here by this giant rock? Indeed. Let's go check this out. Couple little deposits. Where am I? What am I doing? There's so many things on my screen right now. Yeah, this is right on the side of here. Interesting. Have I been down here before? I don't remember coming down here before, but there's definitely a hole there, so I think I've been here before. Apparently I left a little bit of iron behind. Yeah, it's showing some iron here. You can show like red like this, but it won't actually have anything there sometimes. Just kind of depends. There's a little bit of iron there. Every little bit helps. Uh, 8.6, that one is close. There's a little bit of stuff right in here. Yeah, got a little bit up here. Alright, that is it for that deposit. We got some on the side of this rock too. Nice. Come on, big money. I need a ton of resources. Because I plan to build another ship. I turned this down quite a bit. I still feel like it's really loud. Is that sticking? You guys tell me if it's too loud for you. So they've basically taken the tedium of early game stone gathering and turned it into the tedium of early game tiny little ore deposits gathering. So not really much of a change there, in my opinion. Alright, we got that. We got some more iron over yonder. Which is probably deep underground. Makes it a pain to get to. Alright, let's forget that. Whee! That vertical thruster is quite robust. Yeah, a lot of these, I think all these big boulders may have iron in them. Let's just kind of sit down here between these two. Go and have a little look-see. Uh-oh. I went kaboink right on top of a tree. There we go. Now we're locked on. Flowers. Oh boy. So we got... I think actually I'm going to go turn the ore detector on the ship off. It's just cluttering up the screen. Or actually if I turn the antenna off, I'll only see them when I'm in the ship. That'll work. Okay, now I should only see what my drill detects. It's a few less thingies. So we have some iron. That's actually underground. Nothing in this boulder? What's up, Mark? Oh. Drilled right to the ground. Apparently it's underground. This is why I've been tackling the boulders, because it's so much easier. This is such a pain. You have to push crouch each time he goes down. So many particle effects, you can't really see what you're doing. It's an alpha. There we go. Found some iron. Well, that's a decent chunk, but I think that's about it. So dug all the way down for like 400 iron. Oh no, there's still a marker here. 78 centimeters to go. Another little chunk here and there. Cool. If we could fill up our backpack here, that would be fantastic. Yeah, we're still showing iron here and there. It's kind of spiderwebbed out a little bit. Okay, we want the iron that's close, so we got some destruction. Okay, I think that is everything down here. Everything else is in meters and it's further away. Now we have to try to get out of here. That's the fun part. Go straight back up. We should fit. Ta-da! I see daylight. Alrighty, let's go offload in the ship, and then I think that big rock over there is probably going to have some as well. What's up, Brian? Oh, did he go to the upside down? Yeah, it's an alpha. There's all kinds of shenanigans going on. Alright, you got some iron in the side of this boulder? That would be ideal. I don't really want to dig down. I'm tired of digging tiny holes. But that's kind of the name of the game right now. I've yet to find like a really large deposit of anything. But I also haven't played a ton. I mean, that's only saying like 17 meters from here, so I guess we'll go for it. Come on, big money. Still stuck in the grass. What the heck is even happening right now? Oh, there's some iron. Switch to dig mode. I see red. I hit left click. So we need all the basics. I'm pretty low on all the materials, so we're just going to be going and finding all the stuff. And I may need to build a bigger cargo container back at the base too. I don't know if you can build the really big ones yet, if it's just kind of the two options. Let's see, that's still saying iron down here. Oh, he went way down inside the planet? That sucks. Got more iron down here. Oh, do the asteroids have larger deposits? Yeah, that's one of the reasons I'm gathering materials, so we can build a ship to go to space. I kind of just went out in the wilderness with my backpack and started from there. I know I could go just take the, the ships they give you, but it's more fun if you build your own stuff. I think that is it. And how do I say that? Is it Yaltaland? I'm not sure if I said that right, but welcome. I don't remember seeing that name in here before. All right, now we go up, bumping our head all the way. Whee! Ta-da! Made it out. More iron. I want another boulder with stuff in it. Those are handy. Well, we got another 4 ton of iron. That's nothing to sneeze at. Dun, dun, dun. You spelled your own last name wrong? You know, it happens. I'll say Oland, something like that. All right. Welcome. Here's some bigger boulders over here. You're saying iron. Ooh, we've got almost a little landing spot here. Oops, wrong key. Fat fingered that one. Should be able to get that front to attach. There we go. Nice. Bestest little ship ever. There, we got some iron over there. I thought I saw something in this boulder showing up. How's it underground? That's a shame. Mr. DC Dave, howdy howdy. Ooh, this looks like it might be in the boulder. Are you going to be easy to get to? Yay! Surface iron. My favorite kind. And you'll see what we're working on when I get back to base. If you weren't here at the very beginning. Also, if you've been following this series, this live stream doesn't like spoil anything. Tomorrow's episode, I go out and I'm exploring the planet all over the place. That's pretty much tomorrow's episode. Today, we're just gathering up some resources. So I'd like to go to space in the next episode. I don't know if we'll make that happen. We'll see. Alright, I think that is all the iron from there. Herbo and Fam are doing alright. Super busy. Speaking of, my phone just went off. Oh, it's just mom. It's just mom chatter. Nothing urgent. There we go. 5.6. Alright, we got some more iron over there. How full was that cargo container? Oh, we still got room. Alright, let's try to get up some more. Mysterious clunking sounds. Just ignore those. I kind of like being in the cockpit better. How's DC Dave and fam? Hope you're all are well. Is that a surface deposit? The flying in SC2 is really weird. It doesn't really make sense. But I've sort of gotten used to it. Yeah, here's another... I'm calling it surface if you don't have to dig in the ground. It's right in the side of a boulder. Perfect. It's even got a ramp. So somebody at Keen was like, hey boss, how many particle effects should we put on the drill? And he's like, yeah. All the particle effects. It's a good thing I'm in a spacesuit or I wouldn't be able to breathe. Alright, there's that. All that for 396 iron. It's a slog, let me tell you. It's a slog. Yeah, let me throw this in there. I think we need to grab some silicon too, so let's keep our eye out for some silicon. Some nickel. We also need nickel for motors. I think I turned the... Yeah, I turned the filter off. Nickel, cobalt, copper right here. Alright, let's grab some of this stuff. Because we need everything. We mostly need iron. Iron is king. Alright, nickel. You look like you might be pretty close to the surface. Got my light on auto. I think I'm going to put it just on all the time. It takes a little while for it to switch. Hey, we got some nickel. Oh yeah, give me the shiny stuff. being a little weird making dirt sounds, but looking like rock. Oh, we got a DKK. You know, I'm not familiar with currencies. Thank you, though. That's very generous of you. And don't worry about it. Just hanging out is more than enough, folks. But thank you. I'm going to try to say it right. Is it Halte Oland? Something like that? DKK, is that like Denmark something? I am ignorant of currencies, but thank you. Anything is hard-earned money, so. Just hanging out and lurking is more than enough. I always get a lot of lurkers in here. Lurk away. Okay, we went through all that and we got 416 nickel. Okay. It's like what, 2 or 3 motors? Danish, okay. Awesome. Is it like Krugerrands or something? Or am I thinking of Germany? We got some cobalt. I don't know if I need cobalt. Probably need copper for wires and such. And I know I mainly need iron and silicon. So let's try to get a backpack full of silicon. Then we'll be basically full. Was silicon to be down here in the sand? Would that make too much sense? Pro lurker. Crowns. Gotcha. Cool. Ooh, silicon. See, there was silicon in the sand. I have no idea if I'm level. I don't have a horizon. Let's try to go in kind of from the side a little bit. I see you a hole in space-time continuum. I see you up there. Hey, that's stuff. We should be gathering this stuff. That it? 48 silicon. Well, that was sure worth it. Glad I stopped here. It's rough out here in the field. Oh, Nightbot didn't like something. Sorry about that, Voyager. There's too many emojis or exclamation points, stuff like that. Nightbot will get very upset. What's my favorite part? Probably the visuals, for sure. It's a great looking game. So if they can get the awesome, you know, style and amount of gameplay we had in SE1, they're gonna have a winner on their hands. If they can make it perform. And I have no doubt they will. It took a few years to get Space Engineers 1 sorted out. No doubt it'll take a few years to get this sorted out as well. Meanwhile, they're still updating Space Engineers 1. You can go play that. Just finished up a series on that not too long ago. Quite down to the silicon yet. There it is. Yeah, this new Out of War update is crazy, huh? There I am digging in the ground again. Just a different game. Tell you what, I could use one of those baggers here on Verdure. It is slow going, especially the silicon. We're up to 184. Wow. So I'm trying to build a mining ship. So I'm gathering materials to try to build a mining ship to make this part faster. I hope it's faster because it's a slug. A slog, not a slug. It's a slog. It's a sluggy slog. Man. Not even 200 silicon. That's pathetic. That's really bad. We don't see any big boulders down here. Yeah, that comment, Dave. I thought that was worth sharing on the Discord. I mean, you can be wrong, but you'll never be as wrong as that guy. But hey, everybody's entitled to their opinion. More silicon. Please give me lots of silicon. I can find more silicon than this walking through Santa Monica. Need me some silicon. To build a bagger? Yeah, we don't have enough parts yet for that. Someday. We don't have any of the mechanical bits yet. Those are coming later. No rotors, pistons, wheels, any of that stuff. Okay, I think that's all the silicon. Where's the door? Let me out! There it is. Whee! Oh, this is pretty cool too. You can make trees explode. Okay, well, I'm tired of drilling. Let's head back to the base and work on the ship a little bit. And we'll see where we're at resource-wise. Probably nowhere even close to having what we should have for the ship. Go ahead and turn off yield ore detector. Probably have a computer that can run it, Brian, by the time they release. Yeah, I wouldn't expect a release for another couple, 3 years. We'll see how it goes, though. Hey, Bunny Troop. Yeah, it's still left click to drill, right click to clear. And you don't need a mod anymore for it to just go in your inventory. It just goes in your inventory. You can still drop pebbles, like if your inventory is full or something. And then you can pick those up. Or sometimes you'll find them around bases. But yeah, the drill itself picks it up, puts it in your inventory, which is nice. I use the auto ore pickup mod on SC1 because I can't be bothered to spam F that much. Now it's built in. This is a cool feature too. You only have to get certain distance from a connector, and then you can just dock to it. That's pretty handy. There's a lot of new cool stuff in here. Oh, I already emptied you out. The UI and stuff is still pretty rough. Alright, we're up to almost 9.5 tons of iron, so that's good. Do I have any nickel? I don't think I even had any nickel. Got some silicon. I was waiting on... Yeah, I haven't found any lead yet. I think we're going to have to go to space to find lead. Alright, what was I working on? So this is a drill ship. This is actually from Keen. It's on their workshop. It's just a little baby drill ship. We needed steel plate, glass. I think I've got all that except the motors. Yeah, steel plate, construction components, electric components, and I need to make some motors. I think I'm out of motors. Oh no, I made some. I think I had those queued up. As soon as I put the parts in there, it fired off. No, that's not what I want. Cockpit. Oh yeah, and you have to get super close. Oh yeah, 2 glass. Forgot the glass part. It's easier just to grab 10 than trying to futz around with just grabbing 2. Alright, we have a cockpit. It's not hooked up to anything other than a cargo container, but we're getting there. Where's the battery on this thing? Oh, does this have ion thrusters? Oh, is this a... Shoot, this is a space. This is a space miner. Well, crap. I should have looked at that a little closer. Well, maybe we'll turn it into an atmospheric miner. How did they do the... So what are the drills? I'm trying to figure out what the drills are connected to. It's hard to tell. Yeah, that kind of puts a damper on things. I wasn't even paying attention to the thrusters. But we'll make it an atmospheric miner. I kind of wanted to get this shell together, and then I'll just make it my own. But what I wanted to see was what are they connecting here? So if we go to tools, the only ship tool we have is the drill. Oh, it has small ports on the side. So are they connecting that together? No, they're not connecting those. It's got to be coming off the back. Oh, it's a small port on the back as well. I can't really see inside the light armor, I don't think. Unfortunately. Yeah, the welding on the blueprints is a huge pain in the butt. Now I'm thinking about just grinding this and... or just starting over. Can I delete this? I'm looking at the projection. I have to have something in my hand. Oh, you can't delete it. There we go. There's my drill ship. I wonder if they had a connector down here and then they were feeding into that. I'm not sure what they were doing. But hey, there's our ship. Well, let's see if the landing gear, do they still lock if they have no power? They do not. Okay, so they have to have power to lock. Thoughts on the unified grid system? I think it's super. Absolutely the way forward. All right, well, let's turn this into a drill ship. What do you say? How do we do that? Let's put a connector on the bottom. Still get used to where all the stuff is. Production? No. No. That'd be under logistics. Am I just missing it? Oh, it's under movement. Okay. It's not where I would have expected it. But if we do the larger variant of this, then we could tube up the drills to that, configure them up, I think. I think I want 2 drills. And they have symmetry in this, but it's very broken, so it doesn't work very well. Once they get that fixed, it'll be nice though. Okay, it doesn't want me to put it there. I don't know how they had this hooked up. Hey, hi Cap. Yeah, I really don't know how they had that set up to work on that ship. Why can't I put you there? Seems like a perfectly reasonable place to put that. You think something's being blocked. Okay. I'm still figuring out the build system. It's convoluted. You're happy with that. Then that's not going to let us use that connector, I don't think. I think it would stick down far enough. Only this is in the movement category, but anyway. Conveyor adapters. That's conveyor tubing. I don't think that has ports on its side. No, that literally just goes from big to small. Huh, how in the world did they have that piped up? I am genuinely baffled. I just pulled this blueprint out again. It's got to be through the rear because they're not connecting the side ports. It's not going into the front of the cockpit. Weird. I don't know. Well, maybe we'll just do our own thing. I do like the dual drills though. I want that to be a thing. So how could we do that? Great question. We do have these conveyor slices. That could be handy. That would get you down. Is that a block or is that more than a block? I think that's a block. That doesn't have any ports on the side. Huh. Maybe they did use a connector. That's kind of the only thing that makes sense. All right, let's do that, and then let's get our small conveyors. Is this guy? It's called straight, but it also has the curved ones in it. Come here, you. We want that one. And you're saying the landing gear is blocking you? Oh, come on. Seriously? I'm really tempted to just start over now. Did I say hi to you, High Cap? I saw that. I may have lost my mind there for a little bit. It's been a long week of work. Usually by Friday, my brain's fried. Ah, crap. The only time this thing ever really freezes up on me is when I'm grinding. So, that's a thing. I have to try to get Steam open here in the background. Stop with the grinding noise. Well, we'll see when our last autosave was, I guess. Welcome to Alpha. It does that a lot. That's like the third or fourth time it's locked up on me grinding. I got my invisible cup. I think all my blue ones finally got so beat up I had to throw them away. Performance warning. Yeah. It does load up fairly fast. It's made by those Star Citizens guys. No. They just borrowed some bugs. I said it loads up fast. Now it's taking forever. Ta-da! Whoa, we got trees falling out of the sky. That's probably not good. What's up with the trees? That was fun. We all good? Can we grindy grind? I want to do one at a time. It seems to freak out if I go from one to the other sometimes. Let's test that theory. Hey, pugs. Crunch. I'm just gonna grind this down and start over. I'll have a little more room to work with. So bear with me. Gotta grind up these detail cubes. Oh, that's actually light armor. I'm so short on iron, my whole base is just one steel plate welded up. In case you were wondering. Okay, we're gonna grind one thing at a time. Yeah, there's a lot of things like that that need changed. It's an alpha. It takes just as long to grind that up as it does like a full 30 steel plate iron block. Or armor block. Okay, let's try this again. I don't think I'm going to use that. This was my stand I was snapping the blueprint to. I'm going to hit Shift F5 once in a while. That's a quick save. Oops. Ta-da! Okay, let's do it out, like, say, here. Like so. Ta-da! Alright, ship's done. Let's make this one a different color. It says... There's a way to do that. Yeah, let's make it like red. How do you paint? There might be a tool for that. Oh well, we'll paint it later. And then we'll have a cargo container on the back. Unfortunately, these they have small ports as well. All right, now let's see if we can figure out the whole drill situation. So the drills, I'm going to use the middle port. So they come out, is that 2 blocks? A block and a half? Something like that? Something like that? Yeah, I was thinking there was like a paint roller or something. We can use that. You not just snap? Oh, you will snap to there. You won't snap to there. It's probably in the wrong spot, isn't it? Can't tell. Is that... Is that lined up? Maybe we should do it off the back port. It might be easier just to get everything lined up. So let's do this slightly differently. It's a learning process. I'm a noob at this SC2 building. Okay, so we do that, and then we're going to need to come out this direction. Well, let's get one side working. If we come out and then elbow, is that going to be right? We need to come out one more, don't we? That might be right. Wrong button. Oh, come on. Gotta be careful because you hold control to rotate. You also hold control to shift, so you can end up with it shifted off a grid unit if you're not careful. Yeah, then we can just snap another one on there like that. We have the world's ugliest drill ship. I like it. And it's nighttime apparently. Alright, let's get some of this welded up. We need, oh, we need tons of steel tube for that. It's just steel tube, huh? Ready? Oh, I have some steel tube. Apparently doesn't take up much space. Oh, let's do the paint gun before I forget. I think we're done with the drills. Tools. Nope. Character gear. Paint gun. There you are. Replace color. Pick. Aha! I am genius. Alright, cool. Get that sorted out. So we'll get some of this built. We'll probably have to go gather more materials. Alright, we definitely need more steel tube. That was 30 steel tube already? Wow. Okay. Tube. It does update the search results when you go back. That's nice. So strangely, these don't take any motors or anything. It's just steel tubes. I have a feeling these recipes are all going to change. Alright, we need 12 compressors and 6 wires. I think I picked up some compressors. Grab that. Compressors. Yeah, so we need, what, 7 more of those? Ruh-roh. Can't make compressors. No! Oh no, I already made this similar. I forgot. We're good. Production. Assembler. There we are. That just take... Oh, it takes nickel and copper. So we probably don't have enough. Yeah, we don't have enough. No wheels. No moving parts. No rotors, pistons, hinges, any of that stuff yet. Compressor. Well, we got 3 of them. We have a drill. Maybe I should just make a 1 drill ship and go get stuff, and then we can make a 2 drill ship. That's what I'm thinking. Let's just make a big ugly drill ship. Well, a little ugly drill ship. Because I'm really tired of hand drilling. We'll just stick a drill on the cockpit and go from there. Doing a lot of grinding. Let me hit Shift F5 again. Get a quick save in there. Oh yeah, replace the drill. There we go. One giant drill. Beautiful. And then we can stick our connector under here. Perfect. Alright, we need 2 electronic parts and some more construction components. We got plenty of construction components. We're done with those. Should be about done with those. We'll keep 10 on us. Electronic components. Also, I think this connector and this cargo container have the same amount of storage. Because reasons. Alright, so if I push R... Oh, we do have a bigger container. I don't think the drill's going to carve out enough space for that. So, but it's good to know. We can make larger cargo containers. That's good info. I think I'm going to want at least 2 of these guys. Yeah. These are super cheap to make, too. Like, crazy cheap. I'm sure these are not the final recipes. Okay, we need a battery. So that is it number 3? Yeah, we need a battery. Can I sneak you under here? That wouldn't look very good, would it? Let's just stick you on the back of here. We need to be somewhat strategic on where we place the power cell part. Let's have it sticking out bottom, I think. You can't attach anything to like this face of the battery. Alright, more steel plate, more stuff. And we needed a few more construction, a few more electronic. If you're wondering where I got all these components, watch tomorrow's episode. It was a good run. Alright, that should be... Actually, is this charging now? No, it's discharging. Fair enough. Let's turn you off for now. You don't need to be powering anything. Alright, it's all done, ready to go. Let's get an ore detector in here. Have you on there anywhere? On my ship stuff. Ore detector. It's gonna be kind of hard to see out of here, isn't it? That's okay. Alright, we'll throw an ore detector there. We need a gyroscope. It's already there on number 4. We need more than one? I don't think we do need more than one. Let's just slap one right here. Add a wake. Need some wire and some more steel plates. There we go. All right, that'll get the ore. We basically just need engines. I wonder if we need another battery. I think I'm going to put twin large thrusters, so yeah, we're going to need another battery. So that is number 3. Yeah, we don't need that big of a battery. Do another one of these, and we'll put that down as well. Out of construction components again. Wait, I put those backwards? Did. Oh well, that's fine. Is that going to bother me though? Yeah, it kind of balances out because we got one on that side, one on this side. That works. Alright, we probably ought to put some engines on this thing. So I'm thinking one of these bad boys on each side, kind of centered up on the cargo containers. Yeah. That should give us plenty of lifting. I wonder if one is enough. One might actually be enough, now that I think about it. It does have a ton of thrust. So we might get away with just the one battery. Yeah, let's leave 2 batteries, but let's just do one thruster. It's going to look really ridiculous on the back here, but that's okay. We're not trying to win any style points. Now you need turbine blades. Can I make turbine blades? I think I can. Actually have some. Yeah, those are made in the smelter. Low tier item. And then I needed, what was it? Motors? Yeah, I need one more motor. Might be out of motors. I don't know that we can make any more. Yeah, we're out of nickel. Well, we're gonna have to go hand mining again. I think, wasn't there nickel? I'm pretty sure there was nickel right over here. Some iron. Cobalt. I thought there was nickel when I came over this direction. Maybe I mined it all. Yeah, I think overall bunny troop, I think it's well done. I mean, it's an alpha, so it's got a lot of issues, but that's to be expected. Nickel! Finally. Possibly an iron boulder, too. We're going to have to dig underground. I'm so tired of digging underground for this stuff. What I'm hoping is we can use the clear mode with the drill on the ship to get like down to these places. And it'll be much faster. That's the dream anyway. Really? That's all the nickel? 128 nickel, huh? Wow. It's good times. Thanks, Keen. You really got a nickel and dime it when you're down here on Verdura. See, where's the base? Yeah, base is over there. Got some big ores up in space. Yeah, I'm trying to get to space. But also, just for funsies, I like came over here with just my backpack and I've been building a base and went from there. I didn't just take the hydrogen ship they give you. Nothing wrong with that. It's just not the way I'm playing. Although, with this much of a grind for little tiny amounts of ore, I'm starting to rethink my life decisions. I think this is actually a little closer to the surface. Nice. Apparently there's some copper way underground. I wonder if the deeper you go, the bigger the deposits are. But I really hope they change the ore distribution because, I mean, final game, having these little tiny ore veins all over the place is going to be very, very unfun. Alright, we ended up with 288. Let's see if that's enough motors to build a dang drill ship. I love causing myself pain and misery. Dave knows what's up. I'm not using my boost, so it's taking a while to get back. I guess I do have ice in the ship. Let's use our boost. Whoa! Hang on! Here we come! Wow, that uses a lot of hydrogen. And that uses a lot of hydrogen. Boink. Slurp some of that up. Dump that in there. Did I tell it to make motors? I don't think I did. Make some motors. I know I need one. Let's just make the one we need. We'll go from there. Motor. Ta-da! Best ship ever. Alright, that's our lift thruster. We need some thrusters up front of the small variety. And this does not remember the orientation when you place things. It's highly annoying. Do these use motors? Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna have enough motors for all this. Tiny flyer, you're looking like you might be making some sacrifices. Yeah, we could make 3 motors with that nickel I got. Oh, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Well, we might have to make this kind of conservative at first, and then add on to it. Let's get the basics. Now I can't remember where did I center that up on the... yeah, I centered that up on the connector. Like that, I think. Yeah, the hydrogen consumption is nuts. Tell you what, I'm going to make a... make a bigger step out here. I keep falling down. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna need some motors. And you can't break stuff down, unfortunately. Can't unassemble it. It's been a while since I dropped an actual save, so let's do it. I've been doing quick saves once in a while. I'm thinking I'm going to have to just tear down the tiny flyer. Actually, what am I doing? I can just do this from here. What's the salute emoji? I'll have to rob the motors off here. Yeah, the hydrogen consumption is steep. But your regular jetpack just uses your suit power, so it's different. If you want to go really fast, that uses up your hydrogen. And do I have a bottle? I do have a jetpack fuel tank. That helps some. All right, we're gonna need some go forward motors. I want to change color to that. There we go. And we need you blasting out the back. It'd be probably a very slow ship. I really wish the symmetry worked better. That would be handy. Can't weld. Where are you? Am I? Why am I drifting around? Who knows? Because alpha. It's hard to weld when you're drifting all over the place. Alright, that'll let us go and stop. We need side to side. I think I'll put those underneath, actually. Alright, need some more donor motors. Okay, that should in theory let us fly. I don't know about the up down because the flying is a little strange in this version. Also, I really hope when we get these two full we can fly with just that. We'll see, but we need some landing gear on here, so let's get some landing gear made. Let's come off of the back of that. It's kind of smart enough to sort of figure out what you're trying to do. Sometimes. Here we go, and then come off the back of this one. Need motors and landing gear too. You don't need motors in a conveyor, but you need them in a landing gear. Seems legit. I just built one gyro. They seem pretty powerful. Electronic. Yep. Alright, that has a battery on it. If we turn the batteries back on, we'll be able to drop this down and have it lock its feet. But I'm a wuss, so let's save first. This thing does crash a lot. Good, it just hovered there. Not sure if it would... Oh, come on! Grinding? Locked up again. Good thing I saved. Welcome to my desktop. It's about the only crash I've had. Is it locks up sometimes when I'm grinding. What's up, Sovereign? I'm not doing too bad. Hanging in there. How about yourself? Oh, wow. We got almost 50 people in here. Howdy, folks. Thanks for lurking. You are new to the channel. I've been playing a series on this. We're up to episode 3, I think. Tomorrow's episode, we go explore the planet. And then I'm doing a bunch of resource gathering and stuff. I'd like to go to space next episode. We'll see if we can make that happen. Alright, grind one block. Seems to get happy if I grind more than one block at a time. Oh, it will not go down if you don't have an up-facing motor. Interesting. Unless you turn off inertial dampeners. Right. That could be a problem. Landing gear. Auto lock on. Ta-da! Okay, so we definitely need at least one like up-facing motor to go down, it looks like. Goofy, I guess it just forgets about gravity. So we will do... We'll do a couple, I guess. If we have enough donor motors. And we'll see if this is able to fly enough at all to go mine some stuff. Sorry, little flyer. I need your motors. Been more difficult? Yeah, I mean, that's to be expected. It's only an alpha. It's gonna have problems for sure. Gotta remember, it took a few years for Space Engineers 1 to get fairly stable and good. Alright, we should be able to go up and down now. Up and down. Side to side. It's gonna be slow as hell, but... Can't go. I guess I didn't test the, Whee! We might want another gyro on there. This thing's long enough. It's got a decent more amount of mass than the little flyer did. I think we'll put some more gyros on her. Time we get this thing loaded up with ore. It might be hurting. Let's see, you're number 4. Yeah, man. Here you go. Let's just put one on each side of the gyro that's already there. And let's see, you were construction. Oh, you need motors too? Construction components I can do. I've only got 2 motors left. So we need 4 more motors. We have to go rob some more engines off a tiny flyer. I gotta have the engines left. It's okay. I don't really need more than 1 ship. It's just nostalgia. Okay, can we drill with this thing? Possibly, but we need some lights on it. So let's do that. Let's get... Let's get a lot of lights on this thing. Let's see what we're doing. Unless the lights take motors too. Does everything take motors? Hopefully not. Oh, you don't want to attach there? You're saying that's too close to the drill, maybe? Try back here. Oh no, it's interfering with the motor. Ew. Okay. Maybe we'll have to put them back here on the cockpit. Do some down low and some up high. Where'd I have those? On here, I think. Get rid of that. And yes, it does have a symmetry mode, but it doesn't work very well. It's very buggy. I found it to be not worth the trouble. Really wish it would just remember what orientation you were in. Okay, you just take construction components. Beautiful. Must be out of construction components. There we go, let's lighten things up. I don't know what time it is, but... wow, those lights are really pricey. I'm going to probably just throw some general illumination lights on here as well. Because we're going to have to do some night mining here at first. So go back to this group. These, interior... ooh. Hello. I don't think we need one quite that large. These illumination lights work pretty well. Let's get one in the middle of the old battery. Had a feeling we were running out of those. Each light takes 10. The numbers for the blocks are kind of all over the place. Alright, that should be good enough. Now the question is, do we have enough power to go anywhere? Not sure, so we should probably pull some modules out. I think last time I took the top ones out, so let's take the bottom ones out. Let's grab that guy, and that guy, and that guy, and that guy. And then it'll put the most charged one in. So we'll just, oops, we'll see if that has the, see if that has more charge. Hopefully it does. Yeah, 61%. Beautiful. Alright, let's center that up. I'll just hop in the cockpit. I did not put an antenna on here, but that's okay. Let's drop a save. And let's see if we can go mining. It's going to be slow, but... let's go down in this ocean. I think this is going to be an ocean here someday. Yeah, the visibility out of the cockpit's not the best. I think there were some boulders and stuff down in here. Or we can mine here on the cliff maybe and find some stuff. Actually, I see some nickel right here. Where's the nickel? Nickel, there you are. No idea if I'm anywhere close to level. Oh boy. It's just shoving the ship all over the place. Yeah, the new battery system is pretty sweet. This doesn't clear very much, so it's not going to clear my landing here, unfortunately. So we're in for a bit of a redesign. The new battery system, it makes it a lot easier to like swap power around for sure. Yeah, my landing gear are gonna hit. So let's pop up here and do a little bit of field redesign. Need to make the landing gear up close and tight. Well, that wasn't nearly as low as I thought it was. And that big battery on the base, you know, it takes 4 power modules, so you can have 4 of them charging. And then this size battery takes 1, and there's a little tiny battery that also takes 1 power module. Hello? Again has grinder. Thank you. Now if I put a landing gear on here, I think that will work. It's going to be at the same level as the connector, which I think will be fine. Just have to be more careful. I probably want auto lock off when I'm in there mining, so we'll just leave it off for now. Yeah, you could do a single landing gear. I like the look of the dual landing gear better. There's a little rock there. Left click mine got rid of that. Alright, if you double tap Alt, it centers your camera back up. So I'm going to point towards the nickel. Oh man, that really jerks the ship around. I don't know how viable this is going to be with just one drill. Holy cow. I don't think we're to the nickel yet. I'm not 100% sure if the distance is from my player or if it's from the ore detector. And I'm right-click drilling, but it's pretty tight. Oh, we're into the nickel. Good thing I left-clicked. This is more fun anyway. I don't know if it's any faster than hand drilling. Seems to be a substantially bigger deposit. Need to back out a little bit, do some right-click drilling. Hopefully I don't get too damaged down in here. End up just a big pile of parts down here on the bottom. Yeah, we got like 1,400 nickels so far. This is a big deposit. We can definitely put some more motors on this thing now. I think that is it. I don't see any more nickel marker. So let's back out. Donk. Yeah, that worked out pretty well. Let's get a screenshot of that. Ta-da! Cool. Now we just need to find like a silicon deposit that's like that. Iron, copper, silicon. With no HUD, it's really hard to tell, like, am I level at all? it's nearly impossible to tell. And I can't tilt too far forward because I've only got the 2 thrusters. It's a pretty healthy tilt, I think. What's interesting, the right-click drilling... Yeah, I can't even back up right now. So I'm tilted down too far. I think we should go back to base with the nickel and build more motors. Or more thrusters. So the right-click drilling doesn't get rid of these boulders. You have to left-click drill to get rid of them. Whee! So that's a little interesting. Yeah, so that's more like level. I was tilted so far forward, it was using full thrust just to hold me there. The big atmospheric thruster has just a ridiculous amount of thrust. I really look forward to when we can turn off stuff from the toolbar. Because I would totally turn off my ore detector right now. Dink, dink, dink. Alright, I need to charge this thing, but we have another ship on there right now. Okay, we made it back. Cool, almost 2,000 nickel. Thank you. So, should I just get rid of the tiny flyer? I made the mistake of putting the power module up top on this one. How much charge do you have? You're 87% charged. Oh, now this doesn't set up as tall. It's going to be... Here we go. I should have put that 87% in there. It did not. Oh, because that one's 88%. It's a lot more full than this one, I guess. Oh, it had one really full one and not so full one. Actually, now we have a lot more power in there. I don't know how much this has. Be nice if they had like a little number readout on them or something. Because you kind of just have to take them out and see how full they are. Okay, Tiny Flyer, you don't have enough motors left to even fly, so unfortunately we're going to have to grind you down. I did put Tiny Flyer on the workshop, if you're interested. It's on my workshop page. For Space Engineers too. It's a very, very basic ship. No frills. But I circumnavigated the planet with it. It's a capable little ship. That's right, OSHA says save before you grind. OSHA is correct. The main problem I've had is when I forget and I go directly from grinding this to grinding that. It doesn't seem to like that. Gotta grind one thing at a time. Alright, no more Tiny Flyer. Get the mining ship on the connector so it can charge. I'm gonna let that charge up. Turn the lights off. don't turn the power off. If you hit Y to turn the power off, the batteries won't charge. Word to the wise. What did this take that we were short on? We were short on compressors. What would it take to make 2 drills? I need 6 more of those. No, 4 more of those. Can I make 4 compressors? Wait, that was similar. No. Oh, we're short on copper. No. Alright, so I need how many of those did I have? I have 2. I need... Oh no, I have 4. I just need 2 more. I did have the right number in there. Alright, we need 80 kilograms of copper. I saw copper somewhere over here. Thought when we were looking for nickel. We find 80 kilograms of copper. Or nickel. There it is. Thought I saw copper over here. And it's close to the surface. It's a Christmas miracle. Well, there's our 80 copper. Cool. Let's see if we can turn this into a 2 drill ship. That'll help a lot. It burns hydrogen before it even gives you boost. Wow. Cool. There's the 6 compressors we needed. Steel plates, 3 wire. Beauty. And then we need a bunch of steel tubes for the conveyors. Alright, let's see if we can turn this baby into a 2 drill ship. While she's charging. Yeah. Inventory full. Steel plates up. Steel plates take up an enormous amount of space. Okay, and let's put the drill. I kind of want to put it down lower, but then it's gonna not really be high enough to clear the top of the ship. So I don't think we can do that. Let's see. Here you are. That's the one I want. Why didn't you want to hook up there? You'll snap on that way. What? What's your deal? Yeah, that's the T junction. What am I doing wrong here, chat? Yeah, that hooks up. That's the T junction. Now it'll snap to it. Okay. You do you, game. Now you won't snap to that. And you're really finicky about welding. That will not rotate the way I expect it to. There we go. That was confusing. Hello? I'm out of steel tube. Yeah, sometimes they'll snap, sometimes they won't. It's really weird. Alright, drill and drill. Drill. Now we got our 2 drills. Need some more steel plates. Cool. Double drill. Nom 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 nom. Oh, I think that is how they had it on that ship. Now that does look right. Fun. All right, we need our lights back. And we need our engines back. So the engines I think we can put back here. I don't think that'll cause any problems. Ooh, no, that might damage the drills. Or if we need those like clear back here somewhere. Oops. Fell right off the world. Something like that, and then we need some more in the back here. For forward thrust. Come on. Welders need to be just a little less finicky. What were those things using? I know they had motors. Steel plates and steel tubes. I need some more steel tubes. Yeah, if we have a light on the side, is that going to scrape? That might actually scrape. We'll try with just those two lights. See how we get along. I think I'm ready for a test flight. It's going to be daylight here for too long. Alrighty, save. So we're looking on the old minerals. We definitely need some copper. Look at this. Where's my other big cargo container? Stupid thing. You're not going to stay on the place I put you? Let's put our raw materials over in this one. Yeah, we definitely need silicon. Let's go see if we can find some silicon and some copper. And then if we look at... That takes steel tube and metal grid. Metal grid takes cobalt. So we're going to need a lot of cobalt to build a spaceship. So copper and cobalt. Oh yeah. Needs some power. Oh, phone's going off again. Hold on just a second. Let me see if that's wifey needing something. No, it's just give me a road update. Oh, wow. Big old wreck. Somebody wasn't paying attention. Hope everybody's alright. Actually, there's some cobalt right over here. Is that in the side of a cliff by any chance? Not so much. Yeah, sort of. Can we go in from the side? What's up, Shabals? Okay. We'll just pretend like that's normal. There it goes. It despawned. Sort of somewhat level. Yeah, we could need some lights lower down. Yeah, it's a real live Space Engineers 2 mining ship. Indeed. Finally got there. Ooh, that's cutting a nice little channel. Let's go for left click, see if we can get some of this cobalt. Yeah. The mining, it really shakes the ship around, so that needs some work for sure. Are you kidding me? 72 cobalt? That hardly seems worth it. Alright. Let's go back over to these cliffs. They're going to be cliffs until we get water in the game, so we might as well take advantage of that. Oh, that's the exhaust effect from those ships. Got it. Just restarted a new game. Cool. Hope you're having fun with it. It's a little buggy, but I've been able to have some fun. Some more nickel. And some iron. I mean, we can always use iron. That looks like a boulder. We just nom the iron out of this. Is that behind the boulder? I can't really tell for sure. It's in or around the boulder. Hang on, everybody, we're drilling. Right-click drill some of the stuff away. Okay, see some red, we're gonna go to left-click drill. If we don't shake ourselves apart, we'll have some iron. There we go. That was worth it. Get out of here now. Still says there's a little bit of iron up top. Building a drop ship. Cool. Alright, we're not showing any more iron marker there. Let's back out. Let's try to get somewhat level with the horizon. It's a little hard to tell. And then let's continue on our way here and hope we come across an need copper or cobalt. Cool. Let's just close the inventory and pretend like we didn't see that. Oh, copper. Copper. I need to move the engines a little further back. They kind of bounce off the drills. Trying to get some screenshots of the Fury there. I think you should build a large pointed cone shape. That might work. I'm not very good at building ships, so mine are usually pretty basic. I'm still right-click drilling. So we get about 10 meters or so from it, and then we'll switch to left-click. Seems like a really far 20 meters. Alright, not getting any copper yet. There, we're starting to get some copper. Nice. Yeah, we're getting way more than we were hand mining. This is great. And it's far faster too, of course. Back out a bit. I'm not seeing copper show up anymore, so I think we got it all. Look at this tunnel. That's it's awesome. Good screenshot. Right back in there and got it. I don't know what's going on with the inventory. It doesn't show that I have like much cargo. So I'm hoping the stuff is all actually there. But as you can see, my inventory is going a little crazy. By a little, I mean a lot. Don't know what's going on with that. If I go to drill and turn them off. There we go. Now they're somewhat settled down. Oh, wrong slot. These things magically rearrange themselves, so it's a little hard to tell sometimes what you're actually doing. Oh, that's the same cargo container. I'd empty. Okay, there we go. We got all the stuff out of the drills. See, I haven't tried separating them anymore now. This is my first double drill build. I haven't had a ton of time to play and experiment. It's the drilling's just like it is in Space Engineers 1. Left to mine, right to clear. And there is no more stone, correct. You can drill stone, you don't gather stone. Alright, we're pointed a little bit down, so let's bring that up a hair. And let's go over here and get this copper. We got sunrise. Oh, we got a little bit of a hill there in our way. Need some more side-to-side thrust when we get back home. There we go, we're into the copper. It's a wild ride down here. I think that is it. Tricky part is backing out of here. Hey look, it turned daylight while we were in there. Whee! I can actually see my ship. Nice. Red drill's flipping out again? Oh, they seem okay. Can't select anything, so that's fun. Cobalt's the only thing I haven't found here on the cliff yet that we were looking for. Oh, hey, never mind. Ask and ye shall receive. Oops. We really need a HUD with a pitch ladder. Desperately. I have to just kind of guess what's level. I don't think altitude has anything to do with it other than ice, as far as I've been able to tell. But I've not been able to play a whole lot, so I couldn't really say for sure. In my experience, their resources are all pretty much just everywhere. Just realized I was right-click drilling the cobalt. Yeah, that was a pretty small deposit. I right-click drilled some of it. One of those monster deposits like we had for the iron and the copper. What you got for me here, Big Rock? I played a ton of SC1. It's an awesome game. Still an awesome game. Still getting updates, too. It'll be years before this is a complete game. We got the basics, though. We can go do some stuff. That's pretty cool. Where are you hiding at back over here? I feel like... Oh. Inventory full? Really? Oh boy, the whole ship is flipping out. I got plenty of space in my cargo boxes. What do you mean inventory full? Oh, the drills are flipping out because they're full and they're not feeding into the... Why are they not feeding into the cargo containers? Just a bug? I'm guessing? There's plenty of room. No, not cockpit. I want you to go here. It's like it's getting some kind of circular problem. Maybe because they're teed together and that is buggy? Alright. What worked last time is I went back in here, I turned the drills off. And we could pull the stuff out of them. Alright, that cargo container is full. Fair enough. Got a whole other cargo container right here, though. But then it shifts the stuff around. So sometimes the drills get wonky and you have to unload them by hand. Oh, that's fun. Alright, let me get these turned back on. Getting hung up on something. Enough iron. Excuse me, we're getting enough iron. I might be able to build my base, actually. Build up the floor. Alright, inventory full again. Maybe we should head back to base. This is getting a little weird. We're falling out of the sky. Awesome. Turn the drills off. Oh, that's fun. Apparently we're too heavy. Okay, well, we need more thrusters. See if we can make it back to base. This is going to be interesting. Everybody buckle up. Yeah, I don't think we can climb. Nope. Oh boy. We're gonna have to offload. Too heavy. I might have enough stuff on board I could build some more thrusters. Oh boy. Yeah, we're basically falling out of the sky. We have to fly it kind of like a helicopter. I have to tilt forward if I want to go faster. If I want to slow down, I can raise my nose. If we're not really slowing down necessarily. We live here now. I could snag my landing gear on the side of the cliff and park. So I was right from the get-go of going with the 2 atmospheric thrusters. That's what the big ones. That's what I should have done. We were sort of still airborne. Can I snag a landing gear? What I'd like to try is get a landing gear on the side of the cliff here. We're basically just falling down the cliff. Go, go, gadget, auto lock. Lock? No, it didn't lock. Wasn't flat enough. Okay, well, let's go down there, I guess. I think for the small engines, I just need basically the stuff I have on board. I think. Oh wait, I don't have any nickel on me, do I? No, I don't have any nickel, so I can't build motors. I might have to fly up to my base with a jetpack and get stuff to build. I think if I had 2 extra vertical thrusters of the small variety, we could make it back to base. On the plus side, we have plenty of battery power. Park! Park! Nope, it's just not flat enough. I have an idea. I don't have an antenna, no. Oh boy. No, 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 no. Okay, desperate times call for desperate measures. I was going to right-click drill myself a landing pad here, but we're stuck on this rock. And right-click drill does not destroy the rock, unfortunately, so we're going to have to move down. Why won't you auto-lock? Seriously, just auto-lock already. Okay, fine. 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! We made it. Get out of here. I need your kind around here. Alright, we need some parts. So let's take some copper. And we don't have any nickel on us, so I think that's fine. And let's grab the rest of iron. Yeah, I know inventory's full. It's going to be okay. And we're going to fly back to base, and we're going to get parts for another large thruster, and then we're going to reconfigure the large thrusters. Yeah, I didn't even pay attention to what the tonnage of the ship was. Yeah, excuse me. It's gonna be it's gonna be bedtime here for too long. Got a lot of materials though. That was the goal of the stream, is to get some materials, build a mining ship, and get lots of materials. So mission accomplished there. Oh, Alt doesn't let you look around when you're flying. Oh, it does when you're in third person. Dun, dun, dun. Get me back to base. Somehow my suit's carrying 3 tons worth of stuff. Well, that's a treat. Well, the 32,000 at the bottom of the screen there is PCU. Unless it just happened to match ship cargo too. Okay, we need to put you in there. And then, what's it take to build one of these big boys? I'm lazy. We'll just do it this way. We need 11 steel plates. I think, is it Alt? Yeah, there we go. Let's take 12. Let's take 20 of those, just for reasons. Then we need 1 steel tube, 6 motors. Okay, 1 steel tube, 6 motors. And then we need just the 2 turbine blades, and that should get us there. Turbine blades. Perfect. Alright, let's pretend like that's going to work, and we'll head back down. $32,000? Could be. That sounds about right for what I had picked up, plus the ship. Whee! Does anybody remember where we parked? Down here somewhere. You can see a ship peeking out of the side of the cliff down there. Yep. 78th tree on my left. Got it. Alright, it's gonna look stupid, but I think I'll just plaster one on the side for now, just to get it back to base. And then we'll reconfigure it the correct way back at base. So I'm literally just gonna slap it right here on the side. It's gonna look stupid, but that's okay. Alright, now let's see if we can get back to base without exploding. So, inertial dampeners back on. Slowly come out sideways. We've definitely got enough up thrust now. That's not a problem at all. Woo! Yeah, she's heavy. We got plenty of gyro. It's a little sluggish, but it's controllable. But we need a lot more motors of the downward variety. I'm going to cheat a little bit and use some of that up thrust to go this direction. And we'll turn the dampeners off so we can fall out of the sky easily. I like to live dangerously. I'm an excellent pilot. Ask anybody. Except DC Dave, don't ask him. No, there's no center mass thrust. It's, at least right now, it's just magic thrust like it was in SE1. I don't know if that's the long-term plan. So I need to move those front motors back. We need to reconfigure the lights a bit. But hey, we made a mining trip and we've got a whole bunch of stuff, so there's something to be said for that. Hello? No parky? Okay. Why no parky? Interesting. Yeah, we definitely need a nickel run. Is this just bugged out? Like, what's going on? I don't understand. It says parked, but it's not turning green. I can't see the other grids. He thinks it's broken. Tell you what, let's restart the game. Or let's reapproach here. Are the landing gear too close? Like maybe it's getting weirded out? Yeah, it's not getting as close as it should. I wonder if the drills or something has some kind of bounding box that's just throwing it off. Let me see if it's the landing gear. Yeah, there's something with a hitbox that's bigger than its visual. I'm guessing. Let's move the connector over a bit. Maybe? Or just make another one. The grinding and welding is so particular. Let's see. I need some large, don't I? Logistics. 2.5. Steel plate, steel tube. Yeah, if this doesn't work, we'll do the saved reload. I know you'd have to do that sometimes. Okay. The welding and grinding are really finicky sometimes. Why are you red? Oh, do you not have a thing on all sides? Why are you red? A rock or something hiding over here? It's not happy about something. I mean, I had literally had a block right there. Okay, let's just save and reload. I think the game's on crack. I'm gonna land this. It's full of like memory leaks anyway, so it's good to restart once in a while. Hey Mike, it's going all right. Been playing for almost 3 hours. The main issue I've had is sometimes when grinding, if I go from one thing right to the next thing grinding, it'll lock up. Other than that, it hasn't been too bad. It does seem to go kind of wonky, so if it's been running for more than an hour, a lot of times I'll just save and quit, reload. We haven't had a crash in a while, so it's time to restart it. Invisible tree. Yeah, something's going on. Remember last time I loaded in, like there were tree parts exploding everywhere? Kind of makes me wonder. Alright, we're back in. It's still not happy. There's something here. It thinks. Aha! We found the invisible tree! Shabal's called it. There we go. Yeah, there was an invisible tree there. Fun! That's fun. Alright, let's change this back to the same color as the base. Not that it necessarily matters that much, but just for fun. And then we will go straight piece. We can get all this done and then probably won't need it. We can always use another place to park something. And then the connector was under movement for some reason. And you need a construction component. Wow, 48 construction components and 12 electronic components. Those things are expensive. Grab a bunch of them. Uh-oh. Balls ticked off Nightbot. Sorry about that. Alright, will it dock to this one now? Was it the invisible tree the whole time? It might have been the invisible tree the whole time. Well, we have 2 docking ports now, in case we need them. Nothing wrong with that. Alright, let's go to grid. And actually, we want to go to this other cargo container. This keeps moving cargo containers around, makes it really confusing trying to do stuff. Alright, that's the connector. We need more cargo containers. Huh, the drill's being all weird. We need to turn the drills back off. Yeah, message deleted by Nightbot. Too many capital letters. Nailed it. Yep, you did nail it. But Nightbot gets a little touchy if you use too many capital letters, too many symbols, too many emojis. He gets all bent out of shape. What I'd like to do is empty out my drills. The drills seem pretty buggy. I have to turn them off a lot to get the material out of them. They seem pretty buggy. It'll all get fixed in due time. Alright, we have a bunch of stuff. How much cobalt did we end up with? I wish it would quit shuffling this stuff around every time you turn your head. Cargo container. Can I search for cargo? No, it's only searching for stuff in the... It doesn't search names yet, because you can't actually name these. So inventory is a real crapshoot right now. Okay, I think that put that in the cargo container. Maybe? Yep. Okay, but it moved it up here. Always need more. Alright, so now if I go back to character. Now if I look over here for, say, nickel. We have 1.83 in nickel. Nice. Silicone. We're low on silicon. Need to grab some silicon. Let's see if we can go grab some silicon real quick. Copper. We've got lots of copper. Yeah, let's make a silicon run, and then I probably need to get off here. Do some stuff, and go to bed. Save before we take off. Let's head down to the Cliffs of Plenty and grab some silicon. You can name the cargo containers? I didn't think you could. As far as I know, you can't. If somebody knows the way, then please share with chat. I didn't reconfigure the ship, but I'll do that at some other point. I'm getting pretty tired. I need to Get off here soon and go to bed. I'm gonna put. I'm gonna see if I can put an engine on each side. I don't know if that's gonna work or not. We'll do a test here. Now this is sticking out a little further than it should be. If this doesn't work, we may have to just abort. All right, I see silicon over here. Where are you at, silicon? So we'll move these up to like side thrusters. Oh, you can double click the name. Let me try that. So I go to cargo container. Oh, you can. Okay, yeah, good tip. I knew about the groups. I'd made groups. I didn't realize you could double click the name. Good tip. Hey, let's get somewhat level-ish. Let's go get some silicon. Oh yeah, I turned the drills off. So I could put these in a group. Yeah, I've got a filter on the ore detector. Well, I had one on the tiny flyer. I take that back. When I was out looking for just copper and lead. Which you'll see in tomorrow's episode. Make sure you tune in. I think it's episode 4 is out tomorrow. But this one we need like all the stuff, so I just left it default. Pretty happy with this mining ship. It just needs a few tweaks. How's the spacing of the drill heads? I may try to space them out one more small block when I reconfigure the ship. Oops. I was looking at chat and drilled right into the silicon. This works pretty well. You might get away with having them a little further apart. But they don't have a super large radius. Like, we're barely clearing this engine back here. We're actually not going to clear it now that we're in left-click drill mode. Let's open that up a little bit. I don't see any more marker. I think we actually got all the silicon, so let's see if we can get backed out of here. Whoa! I just barely tapped the space bar. It has so much upthrust. It's kind of crazy. I love the scraping sounds. That's pretty awesome. That's definitely appropriate for how I drive. Alright, that's enough silicon, I think, to kind of get started. It's 1.5 tons. That'll be enough to let me reconfigure the ship. It is time to get off here. My butt's dragging. Man, these big thrusters are just kind of insane. Whee! If you want to accelerate, the best way to come down is just turn off inertial dampeners, because it completely changes the physics of the ship. It's really wonky. Yeah, we just kind of barely fit in there. So I need to reconfigure the large thrusters. I need more side thrust. We need to get some more lighting on here. But overall, it's a nice, functional little drill ship. Could do some detailing, some greebling. just cleared that light post. Nice. All right, how are we looking? Let's get... No, I want to dock with that one. There we go. And in theory, we should be able to go grab this grid. Find our cargo container. Turn our drills off. Move the stuff out of the drill. Ta-da! It's just that easy. And yeah, thanks for the ship. I didn't realize you could just double click. Drills. There we go. Excellent. We could clean this up a little bit, but I'm going to be shuffling those around, so it doesn't necessarily matter right now. Well, she's ugly, but it works. Pretty happy with that. Let's get a screenshot of this monstrosity. Alright, folks, I do need to get off here and go off to bed and get some sleep. It's been a long week. Thanks for hanging out here on a Friday night. Hope you enjoyed the stream. If you're new here, go check out the channel. I am doing a series right now on Space Engineers. Episode, I think it's 4, will be out tomorrow. 8 a.m. Central Time. And I play a lot of other types of games. Everything's in a playlist. All my series are organized that way. Hope you can find something to watch. Hope to see you back here again sometime. We had a lot of new names in the chat. Have a great weekend, all, and I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.